The sound of the fan you hear behind me is not for a Boeing 737, but it is for a convection oven. And this fan, this fan is the secret why we are producing every loaf with less than 1 shilling. And every 3 packets of buns of 6-pack, we can spend only 1 shilling on power. This is how this is possible. So assuming this is a normal Kenyan loaf size, about 23 centimeters. Okay, so when I put it here, it fits perfectly 4 of them. How this is possible is because Bakewave has gone back to the drawing board due to the high cost of living and has customized convection oven sizes not available anywhere else. Because when I measure inside of this convection oven, it is depth is 65 centimeters, as you can see, and width is 45 centimeters. As you can see, 45, 48, 49. So this is way bigger than not ordinary convection ovens, and it allows you to produce a large number of products within a short time, therefore giving you that insane saving that we have just spoken about. So for the loaves, this is 1 piece. I'll put 1, another 1, 2, and 3. So they'll fit, 3 of these will fit in 1 row, and therefore if I multiply by 1, 2, 3, 4 rows, I'll get 48 loaves in a record 25 minutes. So it means in 1 hour, I can do 96 loaves. But do you know how much power it spends in 1 hour? Only 2 units of power. When I do with the normal Kenyan calculation times 30 shillings per unit, it means I'll spend 60 shillings to produce 96 loaves. And that's why when you divide 60 shillings with 96 loaves, you'll find that the cost of producing 1 loaf is actually less than a shilling. It's about 80 cents. So let's go to the buns. Assuming I don't bake bread, I bake buns or scones. This tray is bigger tray size because of the oven. It's not the ordinary tray size for convection ovens. So it is again 45 by 65. So they will fit 30 pieces of buns per tray. And that means that for the 6, because when I'm doing, my technician illustrate, when I'm doing buns, I can space. We have created a creative way of adjusting the trays. He can show. When I'm doing buns, I will increase more trays, and therefore I will end up with about 6 trays. And therefore, it means 30 times 6. It's 180 pieces of buns every 9 minutes, because buns are smaller and they are not covered in a tin. That means they take about 9 minutes to bake. So if I can produce 180 pieces of buns every 9 minutes, let's say I just do 4-5 batches and spend the other time changing in between. So we are talking about 30 per tray and 6 trays, 180 in 9 minutes. So I do 5 batches, I get 900 pieces of buns. So I divide by 6 because each packet contains 6. So I'll get 150 packets of buns. But I will spend only, as you can see, for buns, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can adjust the trays to maximize capacity. So if I do 150 packets in 1 hour and I spend only 60 shillings, so it means the power I spend per packet is 60 divided by 150, which means I spend only 0.4 cent. And that's why we are saying if I use 1 shilling, 1.2 shillings, I'll be able to produce 3 packets of buns. And that is the magic that Bakewave has come up with to be able to capture this high cost of living and inflation. Let me ask you, if you can generate such efficiency, how will you fail even on a crisis time like this? So let's go to the 6 saves of a convection oven. The first thing, the fan makes the oven spread. The work of the fan is to spread the heat very fast around the oven, and therefore reduces baking times. For loaves, it takes about 25 minutes, and for buns, it takes about 9 minutes. That saving of time saves money, because when you bake for lesser time, you are likely to spend less because you spend less power. And therefore, the second most important saving of a convection oven is to save your money. And on that note, it is only spending this oven 2 units per hour. So that is in itself will save you a lot of money. So we go to the third point. It saves you energy, because if I have an oven that only consumes 2 units in 1 hour, which is a very minimal energy consumption, but yet produces so much product, that system saves you a lot of energy. The other most important is that this convection oven saves you labor. Why? As you can see, to control this entire oven, I'll only need this one control panel, and I have enough light which I can be able to see what is going on inside the oven. So I will not need to keep on changing temperatures here up and down, but I will only use it when the alarm rings. I will remove my product. So it's easy to operate and fast, and that is why point number 4, the fourth saving, is saves of labor. We don't need to employ a lot of people. This saving number 5 saves on maintenance costs. Let me explain this point. Bakewave has installed over 150 convection ovens in the Kenyan market over a period of 7 years. And we have realized that the only maintenance you need for a convection oven is to clean it twice a month or once in a month using appropriate oven cleaner material. And that one we train you as a bakery owner. It's part of the free training we give. We don't need to come to your site to do the cleaning. You can be able to do it by yourself. And that is the main issue, the only issue of maintenance that is required, because convection ovens are not mechanical and they have a very simple structure, and that is why this is possible. And let us not forget the saving number 6, which is the most important. Convection oven saves you marketing costs. Yes, it saves you marketing costs, but how is this? This is very advanced feature of it. It has steam. As you can see, this is a steam control system for steaming. And once you put in your product, you will come here, set the time that you want to steam. Basically, we steam after 5 seconds. So I'll come here, set to 5 seconds. After putting in my product, then I put the timer on. So after 5 seconds, it will pour in water, because at the back of this oven, it's connected to our water source. And when that happens, it impacts the texture of my product, especially bread, buns, scones, rolls, and everything, to golden brown color. And that golden brown color makes your product move very fast in the market. And that's why you don't need to market too much of your product. People will use their visual abilities. Just by use of the eyes, they're able to love your product, fall in love, and it's easy to sell itself. So that's why, in a way, it contributes to saving of your marketing costs. So those are the 6 saves of a convection oven. This 6-tray oven will give you up to 960 loaves in 10 hours. But assuming I have bigger production I want to do, I'll go to this 10-tray convection oven. These 10-tray convection ovens will give you 1,680 loaves in 10 hours. And let's say I want to do even more loaves. Let's see how this impacts. Does it save more? Does it save less? And if I'm targeting 2,000 loaves, I'll go for this, because in 1 hour it produces 192 pieces. That is 96 at a batch. So in 10 hours, I'll be able to produce 1,920. But for buns, cones, and everything, we are talking about 30 pieces here. But these trays are 12 pieces. So when I do the maths, how many packets of buns I can produce in a day. So it will 30 pieces times 12 is 360 per batch of 9 minutes. Assuming I do 5 batches in an hour, talk about 1800 pieces of buns. So I want to see how many packets. So divide by 6. In 1 hour I produce 300 packets. So in 10 hours, we talk about 3,000 packets of buns. So if I have a higher volume of loaves and buns, I'll go for the bigger capacity. So now let's see the saving. So this is the standard Kenyan loaf, 400 grams, 20 centimeters. So if I put here, as you can see, they will, again, as we saw in the smaller oven, they will go in 2 more rows here. So one, it will be another band here and another band here. So it means per row, it takes 12 pieces. So 12 times 8, because for bread, we space, we remove the middle ones. For example, this, for us to fit the tray for loaves. So because we need a bigger gap. So we will remove this, and then we will move this up here. So we'll end up creating 8 spaces. So I will do my calculation. If I do 12 by 8, 12 by 8 comes to 96 loaves in 25 minutes because of the fan system. Remember, the bigger oven actually has 2 fans. So this means the heat spreading and efficiency is even much better. So if I'm doing 96 loaves per batch, if I do 2 batches in an hour, it's 192 loaves. Remember, this oven is bigger, so it consumes 5 units of energy. So 5 units with the Kenyan rate times 30 shillings comes to 150 shillings. With 150 shillings, I produce 192 loaves. So I spend 0.78, which is about 0.8 cent, less than a shilling, to produce 1 loaf. So let's go to buns. Assuming I'm now in the buns, so again, it will take 30 pieces per tray. But remember, for this, we will use less spacing. So we will come here, we will reduce this spacing, and so on and so forth. So we'll end up creating 12 rows. So let's see, 30 pieces per tray. Let's go 30. If we go 12, so it's 360 per 9 minutes. Assuming we do only 5 batches and we use the other 10 minutes in an hour to change in between. So 360 do by a batch of 5, 1800 pieces of buns. Remember, these are pieces. So to convert them to packets, to see the number of packets, I'm going to have 300 packets. Remember, the oven consumes only 5 units, which is equivalent to 150 shillings. So let's see. So I do 150 divided by 300 packets. So cost per packet is 50 cents. 50 cents. So I will spend 50 cents from this oven to produce 1 packet of buns of 6 pack. The same will apply to queen cakes and so on and so forth, other products. So this means that I will be saving so much but producing a larger volume. Remember, in 10 hours I'll do 3,000 packets of buns of 6 pack, and that means that I'll be able to supply the volumes that I want to achieve. So now that you have seen how this magic is possible, how it's possible to produce 1 packet of buns using only 50 cents and 1 loaf using only 1 shilling, depending on the oven, and sometimes 0.8 shillings. Now, what has Bakewave done? Apart from customizing the oven, Bakewave has come with offers. So we are talking about this oven. For me to produce 960 loaves, what do I need? I need a spiral mixer, blade slicer, proofer, tins, trays, cooling racks, sink, and all that. Bakewave has customized or has packaged each oven, complete package of each oven, ready for you to buy. And when you buy that, you receive other bonuses. So this is 960 loaf full package. It has about 8 machines, 8 equipment in it, not apart from the oven. 10 tray, you'll have 10 tray oven, the matching spiral mixer, the matching proofer, slicer and everything packaged together into a package. That will give you 1,680 loaves. For the 12 tray, the same. It has to have its matching mixer, slicer, all these machines together. So all those 3 packages are available at a very huge offer, because if you buy those packages within 30 days, you will receive the following. You will come to our offices, you will receive free advice depending on your market where you are setting up this bakery. You sit down with the experts. They'll analyze your market, the income level, the target market, and they'll advise you the best products that you can venture into. Remember, right now, the baking industry is changing because people are looking for affordable but healthy products, and Bakewave has the ability to advise you on such kind of products that can move very fast in such an environment, because people are looking for something they can buy for 10 shillings and so on and so forth. So you'll sit down. The point number 1, when you march to our offices today, you receive advice from experts on the market and the type of product that you're going to bake. The second thing that will happen, we will go to your site and we'll do a layout on the bakery equipment that will allow you to complete the wiring process, complete the plumbing process, because as you said, the ovens require steam, prover requires steam. So we'll draw for you the structure for electrical installation and the materials that you require according to manufacturer specifications. And we'll also do layout in accordance to international food safety standards. After that, we take the equipment, we will do the installation. Our master chef will come to the ground. They will bake with you the products that we advised you according to the market, and they give you the right recipes to be able to achieve that. And they will also advise you on other things like simple oven maintenance practices and so on and so on. And also you receive a copy of International Food Safety Standards, HACCP, that has been developed by Bakewave to allow you to follow the best manufacturing practices. So all this is included in the price. This is insane offer, whereby we've plugged everything ready for you. You just plug in into our system and start making money today. Thank you so much. Hope to see you. Let's develop profitable, sustainable bakery business. Thank you.